Good morning. It's time for another walk. I thought I'd have another look at these house developments that are taking place on the west side of Louth. This one's coming along quite nicely. There's 5 houses here. This one on the right is actually wooden framed, which surprised me. Massive wooden beams went in a couple of weeks ago, and they're really getting along with it. And then this brick one, wood side, it's almost finished. Certainly the exterior is. There's going to be 5 houses here, 4 and 5 bedroom detached houses overlooking the golf course. Let's take a look at the third one under construction. Right, I've just walked down to the third site. More of a traditional brick building, this one. They're all very big houses, and there's 2 more to be squeezed in on the site. Might be a bit overcrowded. Just across the road from the houses I was looking at, which I've just been told are about £800,000 each, there's another site which hasn't been started on yet, really, apart from the approach road. Another 5 houses going on here, £800,000 each, although the land at the back is also going to be built on, so I can't imagine folk wanted to buy these when they're going to have more houses in their back garden. Just been chatting with a fund manager, works in London, lives just up the road here. He's saying we're due for a financial crisis next month. Isn't that just lovely to know? We survived the last one. Money's going to be tight, apparently. So who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, this house already has 3 mobile phone masts in the back garden, and I've just been told 2 more are on the way. So whoever lives in there is going to get well and truly radiated. Yeah, well. Yeah. I'm trying to see what the name of the house is. Just had a check through my binoculars. It's called Greenside. The land these houses are built on was part of the golf course, but they had a few financial problems from what I hear, and they had to sell a bit of land. Just the other side of the hedge from the building site is an angling water reservoir and 3 mobile phone masts. I don't think this will ever get built on. Sheep pasture most of the time. I think the fact that there's a reservoir there means it's pretty safe from any construction. But you never know. Just across the road from the water reservoir is another house. This one's for sale. £800,000 or something like that. But there's about 18 or 19 acres go with it. And the fund manager was telling me that any development on that land, these guys get 50%, so it might not sell in a hurry. This is probably the most expensive house on this side of town. Probably cost £1 million. Might be on sale again soon for maybe 2. Big chunk of land goes with it. But nothing's been done on that land. It's just grass. Bit boring. Now then, we're in the countryside. There's a gate. Lots of them around here, but what's on the other side of this gate? There's another building site. It's just a single house. It's huge. It's more like a hotel, isn't it, really? Coming along slowly. One wonder if it'll all be blinged out, gold taps and stuff. I'll never see. There's another look through the hedge with that big house. I think it's a one-man construction site. Not exactly a gang of guys working there. Last time I did a construction site video down here, there was nothing going on this site, and nothing had happened here for months. But seems to be kicking off again. There's a few building blocks arrived, insulation material. Give it a few weeks, something might happen. Meanwhile, across the path, public footpath, the other site, which I got completely out of focus last time, coming on in leaps and bounds. Well, a fairly big house. Hopefully they got money to pay for it, if the guy I was just chatting with is correct about the economic collapse, tightening of the money supply. If you got a loan, you're in doo-doo. Deep doo-doo. Now then, a slight change of subject. Mud. Mix up all sorts of stuff here. Construction, bird watching, mud. This path has been so muddy, well, this little section of it has been so muddy for a few weeks now. We can handle it. But it's cold today, so it's all nicely frozen. Even better. At the end of this path is a golf course, part of which was sold off to those big 5 houses. It's been quite quiet on here this week. I do walk across quite regularly in the mornings, stretch my legs. A few golfers whacking little white balls around. I can think of better things to do. The footpath comes from over there, passes by this bunker. I've seen a few balls land in there. Heads off in that direction towards the end of Hubbard's Hills and then out into the countryside, which is where I plan on going if it doesn't rain. Well, it doesn't rain too hard. I've got my rain gear on and a woolly hat. Right, that's the golf course crossed. It's quite busy. Several groups playing away. It's just starting to rain. Bugger. Microphones and rain don't go together. Might have to finish this some other time. It's the end of the upper track through Hubbard's Hills. This is where all the dogs come to take a crap. It's covered in the stuff around here. If you like doing a bit of hill work, try these steps. Huffing and puffing by the time you get up here, I tell you, after a few of these. But I'm going down them. I can just about handle that. This is the car park at the end of Hubbard's Hills. It's quite busy on a Sunday. It's usually just dog walkers in the morning. I've passed underneath the bypass come towards the dam, which was just finished earlier this year. Now, a couple of weeks ago, a few more trees were planted. Might be nice in a few years, you never know. And the rain's starting to come down now, so might have to call it a day. And this is the dam. Built to hold back vast amounts of flood waters that come down that little stream over there that runs along the hedge. Tiny little thing, but when it floods, my God, a raging torrent. There's a lot of damage to the centre of Louth. So this dam was built, and another one just like it, a couple of miles away. It's still raining, and it's going to rain for a few hours. So I've headed for shelter. I'm still in Hubbard's Hills. The river's just down there. A little egret just flew along the river. It did land very briefly over there, but it was disturbed and flew off. It wasn't me that disturbed it. It's Sunday morning, you know, there's a lot of people out for a walk with their dogs. I might just stop here for a little bit, see what passes by. You never know. So the main reason I came out today and started doing this video was just to get in some practice. Got to learn. Got to study, learn, practice before you get anything right. I've got a long way to go yet. Need ideas. Don't think I'll be doing many sort of bimbling videos. The idea is to do athletics. Do warm-up stuff. Chat with people. See the course. Not to video the races. Other people do that. I'm busy doing other things. A very important technique I have to get used to doing is moving with the camera smoothly without any up and down motion, or as little as possible. It means walking in a very silly manner, knees bent, heel toe. It's hard. I need to get this mastered so I don't have to spend a lot of money buying a three-way gimbal, because that's just more stuff to carry around. My back's bad enough as it is. I've come across the river to a local landmark. Let's have a look at the text. Good read. 35 acres. Oh, I didn't realise it was that small. Hubbard's Hills was presented to the Mayor and Aldermen and Councillors of the Borough of Louth upon certain trusts for the benefit of the people of Louth on the first day of August 1907. Under the will of the late August Alphonse Pode of the Limes, Westgate, Louth. That house has just been sold, I believe.